Rotation of an object generally takes place when there are two forces acting on it, or let us call it a pair of forces. In the previous session, when we were talking about the moment of force or the force acting and producing a turning effect on the object, at that time when the examples were given, we were only showing one force acting on the object. Then also there was rotation being produced. How is that possible? Actually, the rotation is always produced by a pair of forces. In the previous session, in the examples that we have taken, the rotation is due to the force that is externally applied and the force of reaction produced at the pivoted point. The force of reaction at the pivot is equal in magnitude but opposite in direction to the applied force. The moment of force of reaction about the pivot can be calculated by using the formula m equals to F multiplied by the perpendicular distance from the pivot to the line of action of force. Now if, let us consider an example, this be an object where it is pivoted at one of its end. This is the pivot point. Now the force is being applied, the external force is being applied in this direction. So it will turn like this. This object will rotate in anti-clockwise direction, and same amount of force which is equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, let us name it as F dash, is applied at the pivot. Now if you calculate the moment of force of reaction at the pivot by using the formula m equals to magnitude of the force multiplied by the perpendicular distance from the pivot to the line of action of force. Now if you observe the diagram carefully, the force which is applied at the pivot and the line of action of force, the distance between the pivot and the line of action of force is 0. So no matter what amount of reaction force is produced, when it is multiplied with 0, the moment of force at the pivot due to the reaction force will be 0. So it was not shown in the diagram. Now such a pair of forces is called a couple. Two equal and opposite forces which are parallel to each other and are not acting along the same line forms a couple. That is how it produces rotation. Let us take one more example. Suppose if we have a bar of wood which is pivoted at the center, one force is applied in this direction and the same amount of force is applied in this direction, it will cause a rotation of that object. So these forces constitute a couple. So when we open a door, the rotation of the door is produced by a couple which has two forces, the one that we are applying externally and the other one which is equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, the force which is reaction force produced at the hinges. Similarly, you can say that turning a water tap when the forces are applied is also an example of a couple. Tightening the cap of a bottle can also be considered as an example of couple. Or even in this case, turning a steering wheel is also considered as a couple of forces. Now how to calculate the moment of a couple? The formula remains the same. Let us say there is a rod AB which is pivoted at a point O, and let us say that F Newton of force is applied in this direction at point A and F Newton of force is applied in the opposite direction at the point B. Now suppose if I calculate the moment of force F at the end A, according to the formula, it will be the magnitude of the force multiplied by the perpendicular distance from the pivot to the line of action of force. In this case, it will be equal to OA. And suppose now if we want to calculate the moment of force F at the end B, it will be, according to the formula, equal to F multiplied by OB. There is a need to mention in which direction the forces will produce the moment. So here it will be in clockwise direction, there is a need to mention, and in this case it would be also equal to clockwise direction. If one of the moment was in clockwise direction and the other moment in anti-clockwise direction, then both the moment will cancel each other, and then there will be no rotation of the object. In case of a couple, there is a rotation, so both the moments must be in the same direction. Now, if you want to calculate the total moment, you have to add the moment that is produced at point A and at B. So if you add both the values, what you can see is we can take out force as a common. So there remains OA plus OB, and from the diagram that is equal to F multiplied by AB. So if you want to find the moment of a couple, it is equal to force, either force, let us call it either force because it is same at both the ends. So if you want to calculate the moment of a couple, it is either force multiplied by the perpendicular distance between the two forces. So in simple words, the moment of couple is equal to the product of either force and the perpendicular distance between the line of action of both the forces.